Hello, Allison. Welcome in. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my god, the way we have two mods immediately coming in. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? I'm just getting my list ready. Oh my god, thank you guys. I literally was like growing out my hair. Oh my god, thank you so much. I was growing out my hair for a long time and I've always liked shorter hair better on myself after I like did some self-discovery. But then I was just like, I'm so bored of having long hair. I feel like it's so not me. So I got it yesterday and I love it. I'm so excited about it. Yes, thank you guys. Okay, so what time is it for everybody? What time is it for everybody? Yes, guys. I've also been sick and I'm in Malaysia again right now. Been traveling. I've been sick and I'm better now, and I've been literally traveling while I've been sick. It's 9 a.m. Oh my god, wait, where are you from? 7:48 p.m., 10:47 p.m. It is almost noon for me. It's almost 12 p.m. for me. Okay, so we actually have somebody on my list already, guys. So on my list, we have Natalie. Natalie got a yes or no question. So I'm gonna read it and then sum it out for you guys, and then we're gonna start with that. But if you guys would like to get on my list, I only have one person on my list right now, which is Natalie. And I have a $35 option, which is a yes or no question. I have a $55 option, which is just a regular tarot reading. And then I have a $75 option, which is in-depth with Oracle and Tarot. It's also a bit longer. So if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll find my website. And then on the top of my website is where you'll be able to book a reading with me for this live. Natalie got a yes or no, a 35 yes or no. So if you want to see what that's like, you can totally stick around. Be able to make it to the live stream, but I'll watch after. Okay, she says, so I'm finishing my first semester of grad school, and I've liked the last few months, and I'm definitely growing in confidence, but the academic vibe and competition and fast structure is a bit out of alignment. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to keep going with the program, or if the lesson was meant to integrate more that I've learned. Can I leave? And I can leave. Okay, so she's pretty much asking, should she stay in the program that she's in right now, or should she transition into something else? So this is a yes or no question. Obviously, my yes or no's are always more in depth than like the average yes or no, because it's never really just yes or no, let's be real. With tarot, it's more so like yes, but, or no, but. So I'm just gonna get into this here for Natalie. She's the first one on my list, so I hope she's able to find this easily. Natalie, if you're watching the playback, hello. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. How this is coming through is that whatever it is that you're doing right now has definitely served your purpose. It feels like once you entered the space that you're in now, you didn't fully have like an independent stance. Like there's a lot of things that you've learned when it comes to responsibility. Nine of Pentacles is like happy, I'm good on my own, I can provide for myself, I'm single, like I know what to do and I'm comfortable on my own, especially when we're talking about resources or school or anything like that. And this has been a really good learning process for you, but it feels like if you continue in this space, there's not many new lessons that you're going to be learning. The next lesson for you is choosing something on your own, choosing something that you feel like serves you better, choosing something that this kind of feel like it chose you, right? This was like, okay, I've learned a lot from this. Now you're kind of meant to choose something that's more in alignment with what it is that you actually want. This lesson felt like responsibilities. It felt like growing up. Like you don't want to learn how to do taxes, but like you have to, like it's just a part of living on earth. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But it's like, oh, I want to learn how to play piano, or I want to learn like this new class. So there is something here coming through about the next thing that you choose. You're still going to be balancing responsibilities, but you're choosing something that is way more aligned in your future. So with your question of being like, is this something that I can move away from, like, or has it served its purpose? I would definitely say from the cards that I'm getting, it served its purpose. You're meant to move to something different now. Yeah, and whatever it is that you move to, it's gonna be a lot less anxiety inducing. I feel like what it is you're in right now, it doesn't necessarily negatively impact you, but it also doesn't make you, it doesn't lift you up, it doesn't fill you up. And that's something that you're actually going to move forward towards, is more of like a passionate, exciting program or something like that. Okay, so that was your yes or no, Natalie. I really hope that resonated for you. Okay, so that was the first person on my list, was Natalie. Okay, oh, someone else just got on my list. Sid, I got your question. Sid got a $55 reading, which is just a regular tarot reading. Aw, I love my mods. I love you guys. Okay, so Sid, are you here? Just want to make sure you're here before I get on. Yes, thank you to my mods. You guys are literally the best. And Sid is just wondering, hi, this is Sid, okay. Sid is just wondering, what do I need to know for my highest good right now? So just kind of a general reading. If you guys want to get on my list, you can see the payment options in the pinned comment, and then click on my website or click on the link on my page, find my website, and that's when you'll be able to book. Okay. Oh, wow. Whoa, girl, you're going through a lot right now. You have 3 10s out here in your reading, Sid. Immediately, the message, so I have 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords reversed with the Page of Wands, the Magician reversed with the 3 of Wands, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. With the Death, and then the Hanged Man reversed. Oh my God. Girl, you are going through so much right now. Okay, so I first want to say that the space that you're in emotionally is literally feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your back. But this is the way it's coming through is more so like there's been things or challenges that have been given to you that aren't necessarily yours. So this is like family trauma, or like financial burdens that have been given to you. It's like a sense of like not having a sense of stability or support that has kind of been put on you, where you're consistently like holding up a bunch of things that you kind of feel like aren't yours. So with that energy coming through, you're at the worst of it. Like, you're at the end right now. That's something that's coming through really loud. Whoever just sent a payment, I did get your payment for a reading. That's coming through really loud here. But what I even want to show you is the 10 of Wands in this card. See how it's literally a woman holding up a city. You know, like this vibe where she's like, she's holding everything up, but everyone else just gets to live their life and be comfortable while she's holding everything up. And then the 10 of Swords, there's this like red cape holding this person down. You're at the worst of something right now, and I feel like you're having a really hard time living your life in a manifested reality when right now your emotions are like, I'm not doing good. But on the right side of the spread, we have the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. There's a really good new beginning coming towards you. So with this 10 of Pentacles being long-term stability, and then the Ace of Cups being a renewed energy, it's also about self-love. There's something here about your guides are wanting you to shift the way that you're moving so you're aligning to a manifested reality. The Magician reversed with the 3 of Wands is the energy here of saying, I kind of see what I want in my future, but I don't really feel like it's possible. I don't really see how I can embody that. So something that's coming through here is recognizing with the ace and the 10 mirroring the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. What exactly haven't I gotten? How have I not been supported? How have I not been seen? How have I been invalidated? How have I been told to allow fear to rule my life? And how can I make sure that I'm not living in that reality anymore? So this is truly an energy of emotionally nurturing yourself like a dad or a mom or a boyfriend, even like a significant other. So there's something here about you recognizing, okay, I feel really bad right now. I feel really down. I feel really tired. So instead of focusing on money or focusing on anything else that is going to subside that fear, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to put on my favorite PJ set and I'm going to watch my favorite movie and I'm going to nurture myself. And then once I nurture myself, then I can move and do something else from that space. So there's something here about reigniting your inner child. And I think it's really going to help you have space for a new perspective because you're choosing to live in an embodied reality where you feel safe. So again, this is like, I'm really stressed right now. I'm feeling scared. And then you choose. I am still taking readings. I actually just got on live. So if you want to send a payment, you can absolutely send it over now. I only have one other person on my list after who I'm reading right now. So like this is a complete new beginning on how it is that you're showing up for yourself, but it's something that creates a sense of stability for you in your root chakra that lasts a long time, and it allows you to attract things that you actually want. So the biggest energy here, oh my gosh, the biggest energy here is that with the Ace of Cups having goldfish on it, the energy I get from this whenever I see this is, as hard as it is, when you see hard things that you've been through, say, this is hard, I haven't been supported, and then like a goldfish, forget it and do something loving for yourself. Because I kind of feel like there is a really big vibe here. I don't know if you have a cat as well. I don't know why your cat feels like significant, like a message right now. But there's a really big message here of redefining the way you're showing up for yourself, and that is going to put you in a manifested reality. So my homework for you is ask yourself to first create time to write down everything that your inner child loved. And so you have a list of things that you can go to nurture yourself. And second, ask yourself, what does my manifested reality look like? And then choose something every single day and say, in what ways am I embodying that emotionally, energetically, and physically, and in what ways am I not? So yeah, cats are definitely spiritual. I don't know, there's something about a cat, like maybe even an orange cat. Take that if it resonates. Maybe you're meant to get a cat if you don't have a cat, to like help you nurture yourself. I know my cat like literally helped me heal so much. But that's the biggest vibe here. So even with your love life, there's going to be a lot of clarity that you gain from the way you're showing up for yourself right now, because right now it kind of feels like you're scared and then you act on fear and then the fear loop just continues. a confirmation burp, but when you're choosing to support yourself in different ways, you're able to see things in a different light and feel supported in a different way. So like that's kind of the energy. That's the biggest vibe that I'm getting for you. Sid, that's what I'm getting for you. There is 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards coming out for you, and 3 is the number of teamwork, collaboration. It's about other people, and it's also about becoming, like, I see number 3 as Empress, receiving. So if you can't receive from yourself, you can't receive from others. I've been feeling that new beginning coming for a while now, trying my best to align with it in ease. Been healing a lot. I've been wanting to manifest a partner and new career. With both of these energies, that's definitely in the cards for you. But the only thing that you have to do is making sure that your actions and emotions are aligned to the both of those realities. So you would want your boyfriend to care for you and to take care of you and to motivate you to follow your dreams. So you need to like be that rock for yourself. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're taking the first steps before these things come in and follow you. That's how the energy feels. It's very positive though, but I want to extend empathy on, like, I think you're going through a lot right now and you're carrying it well, but you just have empathy for yourself because it feels like it's all you know right now. So trying something new is going to be scary, but definitely necessary. But be easy on yourself about how hard it is. I'm not Christian, if you're asking me. I'm not religious. Okay, next on my list, I really hope that, thanks, sweet angel, appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thank you for buying a reading. I'm glad it could resonate. Oh, I'm so glad you're learning tarot. I'm glad I could inspire you. Okay, so Talia is here. After Talia, we have Morgan. Talia got a $75 reading, which is in-depth. Morgan got a $35 reading, which is yes or no. So Talia, are you here? Because I decided not to pursue a career I've been planning on doing my whole life. Oh wow, would love to see what comes out, if anything. Okay, Morgan. Oh, I'm assuming you just sent another payment to upgrade. Oh no. Yeah, Morgan, so if you want to upgrade, you can totally just send another $20 and then we'll do a 55 for you. So you just got to send another 20 and then we can do that. No worries. I also did get Cadesians. I'm so sorry for pronouncing your name wrong, but I did get your payment for 55. So we are going to start with Talia, and we're going to see what comes through for you with not pursuing a career that you've been kind of holding on to. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to what you said and we'll see what comes through. I'm gonna ask for a general message, but because that's in your current energy, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes through. I just used my username. Oh my god, that's so smart. Okay, awesome. You will be next. All right, so because I think Morgan wants to upgrade, we'll do you next and then Morgan will be after that. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, let's see, Talia. What do you want Talia to know? Wow. Oh my god, I love this. It's definitely coming through as career here. Earth just came through. Okay, Morgan, I did get your second payment, Morgan, so you are upgraded to 55. We also have fire coming through. I love this energy, actually. You are literally at an infancy stage of a masculine burnout that's leading you to actually listen to your emotions. On the bottom of the deck is water. Underneath water is the Merkaba. The Merkaba is an unexplainable body feeling. So it's like, the way that I always like to explain it is like this. You're like listening to music and you're dancing and you're in public. So if you're in Merkaba energy, you're gonna be like, it feels so good to dance right now. Like, I don't care if people think I look weird. But if you're in your head, you're gonna be like, oh my God, what if I look weird? Like, what are people thinking about me? For me, the Merkaba is like, you feel something so strongly in your body that it shuts off your mind. With that being followed with water, and then we have Ebens and then blue avians in the reverse position. This is literally saying that there was a version of you that would consistently feel as if you needed to act the best or be the best or live to a certain standard. We'll get more into tarot and like maybe where that's coming from. Maybe you already know where it's coming from. But with Ebens, not only is this a card about an infancy stage, but it's also a card about your inner child. It's about reading in between the lines. It's about trusting your intuition and that being something that is new, something that's fresh. So that tells me right now, like the stage you're in is truly having passion when it comes to listening to your emotions and listening to your feelings. Oh my God, I really love the energy. The main vibe here we have is Alpha Draconians reversed with Earth, and then fire and crop circles. So on the left side of the spread, this tells me that with Alpha Draconians being out here at all, that could tell me that there has been some kind of pressure or even like manipulation. Wow, that's actually crazy. The Supreme Straw, that's fucking crazy. I'm so glad it resonated for you. There could have been some kind of like pressure or manipulation in your family. Like there's some kind of family line that was pushing you to do something. With Alpha Draconians reverse in Earth, that means emotionally, you're pretty much saying, I'm gonna go with the flow. Going with the flow is going to be what pushes me in the right direction. Right now, you're giving me Sag energy, Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is about exploration, it's about philosophy, it's about learning new things, but the energy is very much go with the flow. It's very spontaneous. So on the right side of your spread, which talks about your actions, we have fire and crop circles. This is literally following curiosity. This is like, what am I curious about? What do I think is cool? Like, what do I feel like is new? What's something that I've always wanted to try? And let me do that. Let me try to do that. So this is even some advice that your guides are wanting you to follow. Oh my God, the card I'm cutting it to is crazy. They're wanting you to follow intuitive sparks that you have, like passions that you have, excitement. Like this is something that's actually leading you, which is, again, brings me to the bottom of the deck here of like, I'm learning to trust my body. I'm learning to actually follow what feels good for me. This card says new skills, advanced training, rapid improvements. So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of movement happening here. The only element that's not out here, we have fire, earth, and water, is air. And I think that's significant because you're no longer using your head to move forward. You're truly in a space of just spontaneity and passion. Like you're not thinking much. This is very much giving me full energy. Like, let me just do it. Like, let me just do it. Like it doesn't really make sense, but my body is telling me to do this, so I'm just gonna do it. That's really the space that you're in right now. Mermaid of Immersion, complete commitment coming through. This card staying on the bottom. How am I gonna take that actually? This is so significant for what you just said about the career. Okay, so we have Twist in the Fate. This literally says the unexpected, a change you did not see coming on top of Earth, which is about, you know, money and career. This is a way, I don't know if you already feel like this is big, but it's very, very big. it's not big that you made the decision not to pursue it. It's big that you, like, the energy behind it, like the intention is that it didn't suit you, it didn't fulfill you, like you outgrew something that you once felt like was for you. That's what's so big about it. So there's a completely new energy that you're embodying. It actually feels like there's something here about changing, like a family lineage or a family generational line. Orca whale here, the Akashic library is open, and this is mirroring mermaid of immersion, complete mermaid immersion. And I'm seeing here that this is giving me like Dory energy, and I'm seeing like Finding Dory in my head. She like finds her parents, she's like connecting back with family. There's something here about you like redefining family, but this is through like the emotional compass of yourself. That's how it's coming through. Okay, I'm gonna finish this off with tarot. The King of Pentacles. Okay, this is reversed though. There might be a father wound here that was like at one time controlling this perspective that you had of like how you needed to show up, or what, like kind of what you thought you needed to do. The World, King of Wands reverse. There was an old energy for you, like there's a masculine energy that's like moving way too fast. Yes, big father wound here. Okay. Yeah. 10 of Cups. There's so much about family here. And then the High Priestess. Are you actually serious right now? Oh my gosh. Your biggest advice right now, the reason why your guides are wanting you to follow your heart and follow your passions is because I don't think that's something that's ever felt safe for you. You've always felt that you needed to like work really hard or show up in a certain way to please others. Like there's a really, like you're definitely a driven person. Like you work really hard, and there's something here about your guides wanting to show you that like it doesn't have to be that way. And I think when I'm tapping into like this family lineage, there's people in your lineage that like all they know is hard work, and you're kind of in this energy here of I'm gonna follow what feels good for my body and recognize that that will bring me success. It's literally like work smarter, not harder. So your masculine energy is being healed by you listening to your body instead of listening to your fears. Your actions are being controlled by your body and how you feel, not your fears, not your thoughts, which is why air isn't out here. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor reversed with the Star, which is literally healing energy, and then the Knight of Cups, which is about romanticizing life. So there's a huge, huge energy here right now of you kind of being asked to follow something that doesn't necessarily make sense, something that's fun, something that is exciting, something that maybe even your family would never do. This is going to be extremely healing for you, also very successful. Whatever it is, it's going to be successful, but it's putting you in a completely new energy, a new alignment, especially with emotional fulfillment. Right now, I feel like you're carrying a lot, and you've carried a lot. Right now, you're kind of rewiring your brain to recognize that you don't have to carry a lot to be successful, which is kind of something that is coming through hard here. Okay, that is what I'm getting for you, Talia. That is what I'm getting for you, Queen. Aww. Oh my god, I love it when people tell me I look like people in the 90s. It's like such a compliment. I do live in Asia. I'm not from Asia, but I live in Asia. Me as fuck. That's so funny that somebody was like, the yawn relaxing your nervous system. No more pushing. Message in sync. That's hilarious. That's so true. I'm just gonna go until I don't have any more clients, and then I'll maybe like stay for another 5 minutes and see if there's anyone else. I don't think I'll be on live for too long today. Oh my god, I'm so glad the message like resonated for others as well. But Talia, I really hope that resonated for you. I'm sending you so much love. Oh my gosh, she said it resonates so much. Can I ask, do you have any advice for connecting to my spirit guides? Okay, I would just say the best way to do it is to first do a guided meditation to connect with them. Second, ask them for help. So connecting with your spirit guides, I think you can say, you know, angels, spirit guides, can you help me find a red dress at the mall today? Can you help me? I lost my necklace. Can you help me find my necklace? Asking like your guides and your angels like tiny little things like that is so helpful because it actually works, and then it makes you feel more connected to them, and it helps you feel more inclined to listen to things that don't necessarily make sense. So I think that's like some advice I have. That's something that I do that really helps me. Oh my god, I just got wax all over my finger. Why did I do that? That was weird. Burned my left side. Not the universe telling me I'm overworking myself. What the hell? Why am I not surprised that just happened just then? Okay, next on my list, guys, is we're actually gonna do Morgan because she did send the 20. So we're gonna do Morgan first, and then Katsy Shams. Oh, that's really helpful. Thank you. You're so welcome. I really am happy that resonated for you, and it resonated for others in here as well. So thank you for sharing your message and, you know, what's been going on for you, because it helped others as well. I love that. Okay, Morgan, hello. What is your question, Queen? What's your question? And we will get right into your reading. Sorry guys if you see me itching my nose. I've been sick, so I've been blowing my nose like freaking crazy, and so it's so dry, and no matter what, it's just like itchy. Okay, Morgan's question. After Morgan, we have Katsy Shams. And then after that, my list is open. So if you guys want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, click on my website, and then you'll see at the top where you can buy a reading. I have my payment options in the pinned comment here. You can just say Kat. Sorry, thank you. Hope you feel better. Oh, thank you. I do feel better now. Okay, let's just wait for Morgan's question. What is Morgan wondering here? Okay. It's basically just about love. I'm 20 and I've never been in a relationship, so I'm just wondering what I'm supposed to know right now. I feel like I keep romanticizing people. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I can resonate with you. I'm sending you love. Thank you for being here. Okay. Morgan. General love message for Morgan. No, the Two of Cups is on the bottom. What the hell? What the helly? Okay, I'm glad other people resonate with the question. All right, 1 second, guys. let's see. So we're getting to know her. I'm not gonna say it, send it out. Okay. This is, I am channeling a little bit of a father wound, okay? I'm gonna get on my stomach here. I also have my dragon that I'm gonna keep. And we're doing the sleepover style, guys. Come close. Oh my god, wait, I muted it on accident, guys. That was me, I muted it, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, y'all can hear me now? Okay, good. Okay, Morgan, so what I'm getting about your love life is when you said you were like, I keep romanticizing people, that's definitely coming through here. Angels, help me relay this message right now. It feels like there's a conflict in what you want from people and what you're actually getting. So like you said, you're like, I keep romanticizing this and then I'm not getting what I actually want. Like I'm not getting what's showing up for me. The reason for that is because the first card out is the Nine of Cups reversed, which is, it is giving me this vibe here of, in this card, there's like a school of fish, you know, and ask someone to be like, oh, show me out this one fish. Like they all look the same. There's something here of kind of not being able to tell what it is that you actually want because you don't know what it actually feels like. So if you are like, my favorite fruit is this, and you could taste every single fruit, but if you've never actually tried that fruit, like you're not gonna know what it tastes like because you've never had it before, you've never tasted it. So that's where this conflict is coming, is like you absolutely have the ability to manifest a partner that is showing up for you. You just don't know what it actually feels like. So it kind of feels like right now when you're showing up in your love life, it's coming from a space of wanting somebody to give you something that you haven't yet given yourself, which is totally human, totally valid. Like I really get that. With on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles reverse, King of Pentacles reversed with the Seven of Swords reverse. It does feel like there is an energy here of you being comfortable with somebody that maybe reminds you of your dad in a way that is not so healthy. So the Seven of Swords reversed to me gives like, it's about like a confession. It's about seeing yourself more clearly. It's about seeing a form of self-sabotage. So the pattern I'm getting here is if you tend to romanticize connections, that could come from an emotionally unavailable parent, because then as a child, you're always like romanticizing the idea of one of your parents really truly showing up for you, but they're not able to. So then as a child, your brain literally gets wired to idolize something that you don't have because you're not actually getting it, so you fantasize it. So with that coming through here, you actually have 3 major arcana cards, which is again this Empress energy of receiving. OMG, that makes so much sense. I'm so glad it makes sense. So my best advice for you right now is, I wouldn't say like stop dating or stop being with people. I would just try to bring more consciousness into how the fact that practicing dating can also be practiced through dating yourself. So you're the blueprint. How you feel is the blueprint. So if you get to say, okay, I want, what is it that you romanticize about people? And how can you give that to yourself so you know what it feels like? So, you know, if you're like, oh my God, like I want this person to give me this and to give me that, and I want them to do this and this and that, and maybe they'll do that. So first you get to say what dims that fantasy is when you get to say, okay, I give all of these things to myself. So I don't need to sit and hope that this person is going to give it to me because I give it to myself. And that's already going to make you feel less inclined to add to that fantasy. And then it'll also, you get to say, I give all of these things to myself, so I know what being loved truly feels like. So when I am receiving from this person or talking to this person, I get to realize, are they adding to what I already give to myself, or are they taking away from that? So that's kind of the vibe here of you really being able to embody that emotion yourself, which with the Magician and then the Lover's reverse helps you recognize it. It helps you see it. So that's kind of the vibe here, is you need to create it with the Magician, create it in yourself, and then have that compass to be like, does this person match that? Because I always like to put it like this. You could have a standard of somebody that they draw you a bath, they cook you a meal, and they provide for you, and they make you feel so safe and loved. And if you do all of those things for yourself, you'll know what that feels like. You'll feel like so loved and so safe. Somebody could give you that same feeling without actually giving you those standards. And that's how you know, my body likes this. I want to keep moving forward in this. I haven't even dated anyone because I feel like my standards are so high. So anything that's not that, I'm immediately like, no. Okay, that's why, do you listen to what I just said? That's what I'm just saying here, is you need to listen to more about how you feel rather than what something looks like. I'm guilty of having insanely high standards, and it's actually a protection mechanism to have insanely high standards. So, so recognize that the feeling that you get from a standard, somebody can give you that feeling without meeting the standard. But if you're not embodying that feeling on your own, you're only looking for the standard. You're looking for the physical standard. You're not even looking for the emotion behind it. And the emotion behind it is very important, because that's actually what you want. That's what you want from it, is you want to feel cared for, you want to feel safe, you want to feel provided for, you want to feel loved. And somebody can make you feel those ways without embodying the exact standard that's giving you that. So I think focusing on the emotion is something that's more important for you right now. And maybe even when you do date, recognize when you want to run away from a standard. And you always can communicate. You can communicate your standards. You can communicate your boundaries. You can talk about what it is that you need from this person. And then you can also say, okay, I'm pulling away right now. I'm going to keep going with this. Even though I'm a little bit scared, I'm going to keep going with this. And then that's when you get to like really focus on being like, how do they actually make me feel? Let me get out of my head when it comes to the standard. How do they actually make me feel? Yeah, the feeling and the emotion. So with that being said, the next second piece of advice that I have for you is just, I want you to really look into, how do your standards protect you from your past? I think that's maybe something that could help you to look at, is you might have standards that protect you from ways that your dad treated you, or feelings that you felt as a child. And when you get to know that those standards are protection mechanisms, that's when they're not always aligned in love. And that's when you can really like kind of see past the feeling, because you're just looking for something that protects you from something from your past. So maybe even saying, okay, I want someone that provides for me because my dad always made me feel like money was more important. So something that could help you is processing those emotions, you know, like crying and just feeling how it felt to have someone prioritize money over you, and then providing for yourself, and then recognizing how it is that you would want to feel to be provided for, and recognize if you can still get that emotion or if someone still gives you that feeling without paying all of your bills. You know, like that's kind of here's going step by step and realizing what is it that I need, what is this trying to protect, doing it for myself, and then being aware that that emotion can come through something else. So it's kind of a practice here of seeing it in yourself, doing it for yourself, and then continuing to date with awareness. I think that's the biggest thing you're missing is just like awareness. Like it just feels like you don't know exactly what it is that you're looking for. You don't know how you want to feel. And I think that's what's making things confusing. I resonate with this so much. Thank you. Oh my God, you're so welcome. I'm really happy it resonated for you. Well, that is what I'm getting for you. That's the main message here. There's a big transition in your connections with others that is definitely stemming from the connection with yourself. So thank you, Erin. Thank you. So good to see you. Morgan, seriously, that was super clear to read. I'm really glad I could read that for you. And I'm happy it resonated. Next is Kat. Kat is next. If no one else buys a reading after Kat, I think I'm just gonna get off. I'm like so much more tired today than I thought I was. I'm so much more tired. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, I'm literally just so much more tired than I thought I was. And I'm like really freaking, I'm pooped, guys. Okay, Kat, just let me know that you're here and I will get into your reading. Oh my God, no worries, girl. This is my job. You do not apologize. Do not apologize. I'm here to read your energy, girl. Avoidants are actually very easy to read because they're like predictable. It's like I'm reading an ego. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's actually as weird as contradictory as it sounds, it's easier to read somebody that's so in their ego because I understand the ego so well that it's just like, I've seen this a million times, you know? But let me read this question first. Okay, so you want to know if he still cares, and you also want to know how you can move on. That's totally giving situationship vibes. I'm just gonna do a connection reading, okay? Okay, let's see. Does he still care, and how can you move on? Okay. I'm taking that. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna tap in on his energy first before I get into yours. So his energy is coming, like there's absolutely commitment issue here, like for sure commitment issue. I don't there are feelings. Okay, I have to say that. Like, this person doesn't like, oh, I don't care about you. Like, no, that's not the vibe. But because you wanted something more serious and they've been inconsistent, they're just literally not in a space where they want to release control for a relationship. So, somebody that needs to like expand on commitment issues or expand on vulnerability, like that literally requires them releasing control. This person is coming out as the emperor with the high priestess in the reverse position. So, there's something here about like, I like you and I have feelings for you, but I want you in my way. I want you the way I want you. I want you without having to commit to my feelings. And pretty much, I want intimacy without commitment. It's how his energy is coming through. So there's kind of an energy of like, well, maybe this is something that will happen down the line, but they're not jumping at the bones to like do anything about it. Like they're not heartbroken, they're not like crying about it. But with the emperor, it pretty much is saying that they have emotions, they just don't process. This is not somebody that is emotionally available. With that being said, I am getting a perception. There's something here. I've read this so many times for like avoidance. You're coming through as a high priestess reverse, which I feel like this person maybe sees signs of you or they think about you often, and their energy is like, oh, like she's thinking about me all the time, like she wants me, she like that kind of energy. But it's like, because you're energetically and emotionally attached to him, his energy is like, well, she's always gonna want me no matter what. Like, she'll always want me. She's fantasizing this, like she wants me. Especially if, I don't know how it is that you told him off, but you might have told him off in a way that's like I'm mad because you're not loving me back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the way I'm perceiving it. So it wasn't I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this and I can't do this anymore. I'm done. It was more so of like I want you to love me and you're not loving me. Like, there's still an energy here of this person having a piece of you. And I would say that's valid, like from where you're in right now. You're having a hard time letting go of him, which is so valid. It's so difficult to let go of connections like this. I totally get it. I've been here myself. Your energy and your advice. Okay. You are being asked to consistently change your perspective when it comes to the battle that you have in this connection. There's a part of you that wants to keep the door open in case something happens, and there's another part of you that wants to close the door. Okay? That's the vibe that I'm getting here, is that it's like even your questions. So like, does he still care about me? How can I move on? Like, you're not just like, how can I move on from this person? You're still like wanting to be in his energy, wanting to know how he feels about you. You're still wanting his validation. That's something that they're wanting you to close. So they want your focus to be how he actually makes you feel. Not how you want him to make you feel, not how you're hoping he shows up, how he's making you feel right now. And so that's not good. Four of Cups is actually, he makes you feel not good enough. He makes you feel bored. He makes you feel like you're waiting. He makes you feel like you're, maybe not being prioritized. Like, he doesn't make you feel good. So anytime you're thinking about him or romanticizing or like wanting to know things about him, there's this vibe here of you coming back and being like, okay, he actually sucks. He actually doesn't make me feel good. What is it that I want from him right now? Every single moment you notice yourself romanticizing this person or overly thinking about him, go to the 5 love languages and say, which one of these do I wish he would give me right now? Do I wish he would talk to me and validate me? Then validate yourself. Write yourself a letter. Do I wish he would hold me and let me process my emotions? Literally hold yourself while you cry. Do I wish he would do something for me? Cook yourself a meal and watch your favorite movie. Do I wish he would buy me a gift? What do you wish he would do for you? And take action on yourself. This is going to allow you to right now put yourself in a higher vibration where your fantasy is living. So right now it's like you're getting an instant boost of gratification or a false sense of happiness if you romanticize the connection, but it's fleeting. It's not grounded because it's not real. It's a fantasy. So right now, when you get to focus on reality, you have to face disappointment, but through the disappointment, you get to care for yourself in the way that he's not caring for you. So that's kind of the advice here, is you're being asked to be disciplined with how it is you're showing up for yourself in a mirror to the ways that he's not showing up for you. That is how you're going to work this through. And it's not going to be easy, okay? It's not going to be easy because when you're showing up for yourself, you might even face emotions of like, I wish he was doing this. I wish he was showing up for me. I wish he was loving me. And those feelings are 110% valid. And you have to feel them. But they're not an excuse to stop taking care of yourself. They're not an excuse to like continue to give your energy to someone that's not giving to you. You know, so there is definitely this vibe here of like, I have to cry and feel disappointed while loving myself through the disappointment. That's one of the biggest lessons, and it totally relates to a childhood energy of like not being shown up for, which is probably what gets you in the situation in the first place of, you know, like avoidant parents usually. So that's what's coming through. His vibe is just, it's just bad news, queen. I don't like, he's classic like teenage avoidant. Even if he's not a teenager, his energy is like a teenage boy, like just like avoidant, commitment phobic, emotionally domineering, avoidant, just like that's pretty much the vibe here with him. But for you, there's a deeper lesson here of finding a sense of happiness within yourself through the disappointment of this connection. That is what I'm getting for you, Kat. That is what I'm getting for you. Lou. I got a reading from Lou and Vivian. That's so accurate. Honestly, he does suck. I don't know why I keep acting like this. Thank you so much. I want to say this too. When you say he does suck, I keep acting like this. Do not be hard on yourself about being hung up on someone that sucks, okay? And I encourage you to ask yourself why. Where in my past have I experienced having to chase love? Because like I said, usually if you're hung up on someone that sucks, it's because one of your parents have made you feel like that at that time. One of your parents at some time has made you feel like you needed to chase love, and it's not your fault. It is not your fault that you are hung up on somebody that sucks. It's usually your parents' fault. It's not an excuse. It's your responsibility now to heal it. But don't put all of the blame on yourself, because that's only going to damage you. That's only going to damage your confidence. So please don't be hard on yourself when it comes to being in love with somebody that sucks, because it's not healthy, but there's nothing wrong with it, and it's not all your fault. Oh, I love your energy so much. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, guys. Next we have Vivian got a reading. Okay, so we have Lou and then Vivian. Lou, I see you. Okay, so Lou, you are first. Will he reach out to talk? I love this. Such a simple question. Will he reach out to talk? This is like, I literally feel like I'm like chilling at a sleepover right now, guys. Like I'm like chill as fuck right now. Let's see. Queen recognizes queen. Will he reach out to talk? Oh my god, this is so annoying already. I don't like the energy that's coming through. Like, sorry, I just don't like it. This is very sleepover vibes. Okay, so if anyone else resonates, somebody's asking, will he reach out to talk? So this could resonate for you if you're wondering if someone's gonna reach out to you. A girl, tell me about it. Oh my god, I just don't like it. Don't love it. Like, I'm judging so hard right now. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, this person's expectations are extremely unrealistic. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. No. I'm getting a no. I'm gonna be honest. No, they're not gonna reach out to talk. And you wanna know why? Because there's a raging mother wound here. And a mother wound in a man manifests, most of the time, it manifests as overly receiving. So if you think about like a little boy, if they didn't get like what they deserve from their mom, I'm very over this guy. Only thing is I gotta left things open-ended, so I just gotta know. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's like if you didn't get validation from your mom, then you expect every single woman to give you what your mom never gave you, which is parental energy. A mom gives selflessly. She doesn't expect the child to give back to her. So a man with like a mother wound will expect a woman to just nurture and nurture and nurture and nurture and nurture, and they don't have to do anything. They don't have to give anything back. They just want to receive. So he misses your energy. Okay, you're coming through as the Queen of Cups, and he absolutely misses your energy, and he misses that you're nurturing and you're kind, you're loving, you're also open. I think you maybe like opened him up in certain ways, but with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, there's zero reflection here. Okay, I have to say that there's no reflection. There's no going within. There's no processing emotions. There's no like, oh my God, like how is this being affected? There's just like, oh, I miss this person. And something that's coming through also is that they feel like there's so much pride that I'm getting. Almost like I'm like more stable than you. You know, like eventually you'll reach out to me. I don't need you. Even if I miss you, I don't actually need you, so I'm not gonna reach out to you, you know, whatever, I'm fine. Like they're totally invalidating how much they actually miss you because of a pride stance. It's like coming from a guarded space. But there's an absolutely an emotional, unrealistic emotional expectation. I think that this person perceives you as like, oh, eventually you'll come back. But it's not stemmed in reality. It's not stemmed in what happens. It's stemmed on a perspective that makes them feel good about themselves. Because you're coming out as the Queen of Cups upright, might I add. So, like, if this was reversed, that would tell me that this person perceives you as like clingy and codependent and like needy. You're coming out upright. This person very much knows that you're fine on your own. You can nurture yourself, you can show up for yourself, but they are choosing to believe that you're going to come back and message them so purely so they feel better about themselves. Like that's literally, it's like very, very egoic. This person is even like subconsciously manifesting it because I do think they're thinking about it a lot, like you reaching out to them. They want your energy. They want to like even like run into you or something. But there's no balance. There's absolutely no balance here. They're not going to reach out to you, but I do think they think about you heavily. I think they think about you often. That's what I'm getting for you, Lou. For will he reach out? I'm getting a no, but I hope that other info was useful for you. Or even just fun. Readings like that are fun, especially if you're over the person. Sometimes it's nice hearing that somebody's like still so avoidantly obsessed with you. Aw, you're the best. Thank you for buying your reading and sending you so much love. Okay, next on my list is Vivian. Vivian is the last person. If Vivian, if no one else buys a reading after Vivian, I will be getting off until next Wednesday. Hello. Hey, girly. How will I be treated in my next relationship? Okay, that's your question, Viv, right? I love that question. Such a fun question. Okay. I'm getting so much already. I have 2 cards out here. I'm getting so much. Okay, so something that I'm getting here immediately is your next relationship is actually going to be a judgment call on certain patterns that you haven't fully healed in a positive way. Something that I'm immediately getting is that you're going to be getting space in your next relationship. Space to hang out with friends, space to have your own life, space to live your own life, space to have fun, space to feel the way that you need to feel. Like there's something here about you being able to blossom in your own light just while having somebody on your side. There's no like codependency and there's also no avoidance. It's just presence. That is something I literally am getting the vibe here that there's a part of you or a part of your psyche that's either consistently been validated by feeling rejected or like overgiving. So like either being rejected or overgiving. So there's something here about you getting and as I'm saying that, the hanged man is on the bottom. There's a new perspective that this relationship is going to give you. Whoever it is that you're going to be with next is going to be mature. This is somebody that's like really mature, somebody that's able to process their emotions, like hold their own. Like this feels really healthy so far. And then as I'm saying that, the fucking justice is coming out, which is balance, literally karmic balance. Oh, thank God. Yeah, this is really huge here. There's so much transformation that's going to be happening with this. There also is something here about you connecting more with yourself because you have less fear. You have more space. It's like when you're in a survival mode, like say you're with someone that you don't really trust. So you're constantly like, do they like me? Is this right? What's going on? Are they gonna leave me? Most of all of your thoughts are like going to that. And then when you're single again, you're like, oh my God, I can focus on myself again. That's what I'm saying. It's like the judgment call here is that there's an amount of balance where this person is so secure and so safe that you're able to just be like, this person is in my life, but I'm not obsessing about them. I'm not worried about them. Two major arcana cards coming out immediately here with confirmation on the King of Wands. Okay, so this is going to be somebody that they're going to create fun in your life. This is going to be someone that says, sweetie, go out with the girls. Go have a girls' weekend. Or they're going to, I don't know, like create fun things, plan fun dates, and maybe like buy you flowers. King of Wands is very much of an action taker, but it's somebody that they do things because they love to do them. They're doing them because they want to make you happy, because they want to show up for you. And I also am just realizing right now, you're coming through as the Queen of Wands, they're coming through as the King of Wands. There's a match in confidence, which is why I said there's this amount of space. It's like neither of you are insecure. Both of you guys are secure enough to like live your own life and coexist. Five of Swords reversed, clarifying the Queen of Wands. This is going to be somebody that actually communicates. That's something that's coming through really loud here. There's not going to be petty arguments. There's not going to be anything petty. It's going to be like, babe, that really hurt my feelings. And they're like, I'm so sorry for hurting your feelings. You know, there's no like games. It's the reason, like, I think I was literally feeling a judgment call and then it was on the bottom of the deck. Like, there's so much judgment here on 10 of, oh my God, 10 of Cups reversed with the 8 of Cups on a childhood wound here. This feels like something, by the time you meet this person, you've already healed so much in your childhood from about your childhood. You just haven't experienced something better. You've healed it, but you haven't experienced something new. This is like a rewiring of your nervous system, is this person. The Judgment with the Page of Cups, which is literally about like an innocence. You're actually going to be with somebody that is genuinely has like a pure heart. I don't feel like that's experiences that you haven't had before. Somebody that just genuinely cares about you. And then the Hermit with the Justice. Okay. Oh my God, this is going to be somebody that like exceeds your expectations. Knight of Cups was coming out reversed with the Hermit. This kind of feels like a vibe here where almost what it is that you thought you deserved or what it is that you wanted, this is actually something that's better. Because like it feels like it manifests. How do I say this? It manifests in a way where like the healthy energy of the relationship, regardless of any kind of standards, is something that you like haven't actually experienced before, and that exceeds the standard that you have. This is also someone that gets you out of your head through romantic gestures. So if you're in your head, this is someone that's like, I just want you to feel good. I want you to feel happy. They're willing to be a grounding stance for you, especially when it comes to your creation. So I don't know if this is you like wanting to pursue a job or wanting to pursue something different here. There is like a supportive energy coming through that they're wanting you to be able to carry your own, to do things that make you feel positive. They also want to heal your past. There might be a lot of conversations about like things that you've been through in your childhood, experiences that you've had, anxieties and fears that you have, and you guys are going to be able to talk about that, and this person wants to know it so they can heal it, so they can show up in a different way. That's what I'm getting for you, Vivian. That was really sweet. That was like such a sweet energy. Aww. This person also might cook for you. That's really specific, but this person might cook for you. I'm seeing soup. Weird intuition, but oh, that's what I'm getting for you, Vivian. Did it resonate? How did you feel about that? Everything you said was so accurate as always, honestly. Thank you so much, Hailey. Oh my god, you're so welcome. I'm excited to meet them. Come back to me when you meet them. I really hope that you do. I hope it goes amazing. I'm sending you love. Somebody else literally just bought a reading. You guys are buying readings, so weirdest time. Okay, Risa. I was shocked and sick. Aww. Okay. Will you find someone attractive? If you start using the app now. Okay, let's see what comes through here. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy my readings. Okay, let's see what comes through for your yes or no. I mean, attractive, yes. King of Wands is literally on the bottom of the deck. I want to get some advice here. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, okay. The answer is yes. To answer your question, will you find somebody attractive? Yes. But because right now you're seeking from anxiety, you're not necessarily attracting like someone that's like emotionally available. It kind of feels like the energy you're in alignment with right now is something of like a hookup. Like your vibe is like, I want to feel attractive. I want to feel like wanted. And that energy doesn't necessarily align to, you know, like stability when it comes to love and emotional presence and availability. So I just want to say that. Like I'm just noting that. So yes, I especially with the Ace of Wands reversed on the bottom, I feel like there could even be like a hookup situation. But if you don't want that, I would maybe reflect here on, aside from being attractive to someone, what else do I want them to have? What qualities do I want them to have? What else do I want to showcase in myself so they can see this within me? So if I want to be cared for and loved, you know, I want to show up as like someone that's nurturing and sweet, and see how they respond to that, see how they carry that, see how they hold that part of my heart. So if you want something different, I would definitely do a little bit reflecting on your fears, and maybe try to show up in a way that's a little bit more authentic to all of what you want rather than just being attractive. But if that is something you think would be healing for you, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, if you're looking for a hookup that makes you feel like sexy, like, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just wanted to say that in case it's something that you're wanting to shift. But that's what I'm getting for you. So yes, King of Wands is literally on the bottom of the deck. That is like the attractive man card. So absolutely. Yeah, that was pretty clear. It came out like so clear. Honestly, can't get any more clear than that on that one. I love that you resonated with that. It kind of even felt like you didn't even realize. That was so helpful and accurate. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad it was helpful. Aw. I'm excited for your journey, and I hope it's helpful and you get to enjoy your journey, whatever it is that happens. Regardless of what happens, I hope you find healing. Okay, so we are... Oh my god, my light is in. I like still look sick, or I just am really tired, I don't know. Okay guys, I love you so much. I'm gonna go now because I'm so tired. Okay, so I will be live again next Wednesday. Next Wednesday I should be back in Bali. I might go live Thursday instead because on my flight, I'm coming back on Tuesday. I don't know, regardless. I will see you guys in my next video or my next live. I love you so much.